Soft life, hard cravings.
Hey all you cool cats and kittens out there. Today we are going to make homemade chicken pot pie. Except I'm not gonna make my biscuits homemade, but funny enough, it exploded. The biscuits have exploded. So all you're gonna need is a full onion or half, whatever you want, chop it up. Chicken. I do a rotisserie chicken from Costco because it's just so much better. A can of cream of chicken and cream of celery in here. And then these are my seasonings. You do fresh parsley. I do like a spoonful, right, we measure with our heart here. So I do pepper, salt, poultry seasoning, a little bit of dill, a little bit of rosemary, and fresh cut garlic. And the way that you're gonna do it is you have your crock pot here, chicken, sauce, onion, onion, chicken, sauce, seasonings. Let it sit for 5 hours on high, and then you're gonna cut up the biscuits, and then we're gonna add the frozen green beans after. So, that's the process. Let's just have a little chat while I put everything together, like operation. So, with all my stories that I've been telling lately, I think it's only fair if I start from the beginning, meaning my mother. So we'll start at the very beginning of that. So my father and mom are 29 years apart. You heard that correctly. My dad was born in 1939. And for the guys and the gals that don't know that, that's the end of the fucking Depression. My dad was born in the Depression. My dad was also diagnosed bipolar, narcissistic, and antisocial. Okay? From what I know of my mother my entire life, she's always been a piece of shit. But what I found out beforehand is she's never really been a great person. Like my aunts, both of my aunts, whenever they were still in high school, because my mom was the oldest, had a party, put a garden snake in my mom's bed because they thought it was hilarious, which honestly, valid. And she goes running naked across the room. So my mom has never really been a good person, which is why people have always fucked with me. So she's working in like a really, really small town as a hostess. My dad is the kind of man where he had 2 different Corvettes, one red, one white. Both of them had a plaque made by Corvette that says especially made for my father's name, the little symbol. And I have one of those, unless my mom threw it away, which who fucking knows. And my mom, they meet at a restaurant, my mom's a hostess, and my dad wanted a trophy wife. My mom was 29 years younger than him. Right? My mom was like 24. He was 50 or 51 when they met. But I mean, you know, I kind of get it. Like, you're in a small town. This man comes in with a lot of money. She's obviously got daddy issues because her dad died. My biological grandpa. And she decides to be what my dad wanted. And I've heard stories, good and bad, about, well, not really good. I've heard a lot of negative stories about my father, but here's the thing. The dad can't speak. And my mom is so batshit crazy. So I've heard bad things, but at the same point, like, you knew my dad was diagnosed crazy. Like, he got admitted into the hospital because he also did some shit with the mob, so he was able to get out of a lot of fucking trouble. But like, he held a gun to a 10-year-old's head, and instead of getting a felony, guys, all that happened, you just have to go, it was called Bridgeway. He just had to go to a mental institution for 30 days. That was it. There used to be a briefcase that my mom had kept, and it was a little me drawing to him with the logo of the hospital, because that's totally not traumatizing, right? So my mom never wanted to actually be a mom, fun fact, but she was trying to secure the bag from my dad because dad was old, right? Well, that backfired. Dad ends up getting, dad was also an alcoholic, so he ended up needing a liver transplant. At this point of him needing a liver transplant, my grandmother, I don't know my dad's side of the family for reference, but my grandmother was an intensive care nurse. So I wasn't even in my mom's belly yet. I was still in my dad's balls. And he wanted to pull the fucking plug because they couldn't find the liver. My grandmother straight up said, no, you're gonna give me a grandbaby first, so I'm not pulling your fucking plug. Shout out, otherwise I wouldn't be here. So, by the grace of God, there was a car wreck with a motorcyclist and he passed away, and it was the perfect match for my dad. That happens, my mom and dad have me. By the time I'm 15 months old, my mom and dad have divorced. And my dad left her with the truck, not even a good one, the truck and me. Cut off her credit cards and said she can leave with the cash in her wallet. Mind you, living with my mother for as long as I did, she is kind of fucking batshit crazy, so who knows the full truth to any of, like, the missing pieces to all of this, because the dead can't fucking speak. Oh, also, 2 cups of chicken broth on top before you start it. You don't mix it. You just leave it and go. So, mom and dad get divorced. My grandpa, my papa, wants to fucking tried to fight my dad at one point and was gonna aim for his liver. And I remember in high school, I'm like, you know you would have killed him. He goes, that's what I was fucking trying to do. Crazy ass shit. Crazy ass shit. All because my dad came inside and looked at my grandmother, which was his wife, and said, you're a fucking bitch. And my papa was like, say it again. She's a fucking bitch. Outside on the driveway. Come out here. My dad's like, no. My dad was crazy, but he was very fucking smart. Very fucking smart. So in the process of my mom and dad being married in that very short time, one story I heard was that my dad made it very clear he did not want her to get fat. Didn't want her to. And the number that was thrown out was he spent like $18,000 on new wardrobe for her after they got married. Cool. I understand. If you spend $20K on a new wardrobe for me and you say, hey, I don't want you to get fat, you know, valid. Valid. So my dad divorces her, leaves her with me. She starts being a cunt, trying to keep me from him, refuses to ask for child support because that guarantees he has to see me. And he left me everything, left her nothing, to the point in the will it says if I, by name, give her, by name, anything, I lose the entirety of everything that he left me. It was some long-term petty bullshit. And then over the years, my mom just took it way too literally. She was like, you don't want me to be fat? You don't want me to eat this? You don't want me to eat this? Fuck you, watch me. Watch me. And bro, guys, she swelled up like a goddamn Oompa fucking Loompa. Like Violet from the fucking Willy Wonka movie. Fatter and fatter and fatter. And part of it was the abuse, but also part of it, like, I just couldn't hug her. One time she rolled over on me in her sleep. And she's so fat, she had sleep apnea and didn't even have a machine yet. And I couldn't, so like, I would maybe hug my mom twice a year. And never full on. I always got claustrophobic when she tried to do that. But again, heavily abusive. And this girl, my family even tried to offer, like, hey, do you want to try, like, gastric bypass? Are you calling me fat? The doctor said you're clinically obese, babe. Clinically obese. So that's the fun fact about how my dad and my mom met, that they're 29 years of fucking apart. She had me to secure the bag. It didn't secure the bag for her, it did for me. I don't look like her. And she's jealous and she looks like an Oompa Loompa. Not an Oompa Loompa. violet. Ah, so much more to get back to, but I'm gonna go take a break. I have this going. Get yours in there, get yours going. And also the butter tasting flaky biscuits are the best ones that you want. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay guys, dinner is done. I added the peas like I told you to do, and I added the biscuits. I just literally cut them in half and just start chopping them up because I like them in small, small pieces. So I have my cute little heart plate, buttered bread. If you're from the South, you fucking know what's up. And then here is a piece of resistance. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, delicious. Look at this. Look at this. Let me get the camera focused. Let me get the camera focused. I'm filling my bowl first. I always like to go for like the biscuits on top. It's probably way too much food, but whatever. Look at that. Look at this. Delicious. Fucking delicious. Like, it's got everything. Okay, so we're gonna try it, even though I have been taking taste test. 10 out of 10, guys. And it only takes, like, if you don't use raw chicken, if you use rotisserie chicken, it's so much faster. So much faster. Okay, guys. Cheers. Take a bite. Now, I am gonna go watch Survivor, and I'm gonna eat the fuck out of this. So, good night.